Hi, this is Mr. Waterproof iPhone case giving you a review on the SLXtreme 5 and running you through the charging procedures with this iPhone 5 and 5S waterproof case. I've taken it out of the box because I hate spending 5 minutes on film trying to get the packaging open. I'll just put all this up here. You can see there's a few things in here. First of all, I suppose you take out the instruction manual, close that up. Now you'll find when you buy these cases in Australia that there's no charge in the cases. I think in the States you may buy them and they'll be charged because they only have to deliver them by land. Due to air mail and air shipping, I think they send these to Australia uncharged. The instructions will say there's some charge in the case, but there isn't. Just undo the bottom, it's a quarter turn here, and you'll find there's your charging port in the middle there. Just take this off. So have a look in here. They've given you a specific USB cable to use. The normal iPhone cable won't charge your actual case. Just get in here, and here's the USB charging cable. Now, one end is specific to the case, the other end is designed for your iPhone charger. It's a USB end, so it fits into your laptops or music machines, whatever you like. First of all, just have a look in here and make sure you've got the right angle for this thing. It's quite small, so just make sure you're not trying to mangle everything. And it goes that way. Now, I've found you've got to push this in quite firmly to make contact, and then the other end simply goes into your laptop or any other USB charging port. Now, the first thing you'll find, just make sure that's fully plugged in, you can see the LED light flashing here. Now that's telling you that it's starting to charge. It's also telling you how much charge is in the case. Obviously there was none. Now there's 4 LED lights there. As you go along, the flashing light means it's less than 20%. When the light is stable, that means there's 20%, and the next light will start to flash. So it's 20%, 40%, 60% and 80% plus. When the 4th light is steady and not flashing, you know your case is fully charged. So I'll just leave that here for a moment and fully charge it up, and then I'll go into the next part of the process. Be back soon. I'm back. You can see the LED lights here now. You've got 3 bars and the flashing 4th bar. Now I would say we're over 80%, but the 4th bar is flashing while it's charging, just to show you that you're above 80% and you're heading towards 100% charge. I'll just undo this. You'll see the LED lights go off. Now at any time with this case and you want to check your charging, just press this button here. The LED lights will come up, so it's showing 4 bars, so you know you're above 80%. The flashing 4th bar while you're charging was saying you're getting towards 100%. Now I'll show you to charge your phone from the case, and it's just here. I beg your pardon. You can see you've just got to put your button with the button there, just slide it through into the top. Now it's just loose, it's just sitting there, and I just give it a little push down, and you can see that is squeezing the case onto, it's similar to an iPod dock inside here, and the iPod dock fits into the charging port of the iPhone 5 case and integrates the case and the iPhone together. So I'll just close that up. So one button, one press, showing you what charge is in the case. Now I want to charge my iPhone from the case. I'll just show you how much charge is in there already. It's probably over 3/4 charged at the moment, so it's not empty, but works the same if it's empty. All you do is you just hold that for 4 seconds. It vibrates, makes a noise, the screen comes up, and you can see the icon now has changed from white to green, and there's a small lightning bolt beside it which is showing you that the iPhone is charging from the case now, and that will continue to charge until the iPhone is full. There's not enough light in here, I don't think, for the solar panel to operate it. I'm inside the house. I'll show you in a moment. The fourth flashing LED light will flash when the solar panel is put in the sun, even filtered sun, and from my experience, even under a few feet of water, it still works. It still charges if it's on the sun, if it's under the sun. Right, so I'll just run through a few of the features with you. Obviously down the base here, you've got your charging port as I've shown you. There's a locking mechanism here. The iPhone 4 and 4S case has a screw, but this one's, you just do a quarter turn and that locks it firmly into position, pushing the O-rings into the charging port and fully waterproofing it. Now I'll just go through this other item in here. The iPhone 5 and 5S case has got access to your audio port. Now it's waterproof with a little grommet, and same as the locking device, it's usually just about a quarter of a turn and out she comes. Now you can see, and I hope you can see, there's an O-ring in that. When it's squeezed down into this port, it fully seals it up. Now you can see that because of the bulk of the case and the size, it's a bit difficult to get your normal charging headphones and that sort of thing in there. They've included this waterproof, or at least weatherproof, earphone adapter. It's the same as the grommet. It's got a small O-ring around here, and what you have to do is you've got to push it in, twist it till there's little sleeves there, push it in, and then quarter of a turn again. Now that's pushed that O-ring tightly in around that earphone port. And the end there is a generic, I think it's a 6mm end, which you can fit virtually any sort of headphone or earbuds or whatever you're into. They've also realised that these grommets are pretty small. You're out in the bush or a boat, you could drop it, lose it. So they've included an extra one in here, which you can simply unscrew and use, which is great. Snow Lizard is a great company. They're obviously adventurers and campers themselves. They've sort of foreseen anything that might go wrong if you're out in the bush. So again, quarter turn, pull that out, and the same deal with your grommet. You just got to get it in there, quarter turn, and you're fully waterproofed again. So once you close that up, turn that, everything is waterproof in that part of the case. Now the top part, in here you can see there's it's sort of like an O-ring. It's a rubberized groove that's fitted into a slot right around here. In this part here there's like a ridge that runs right around, so as you close the two together, the ridge sits in the groove, and this just gives it that extra pressure to lock it in place. So your iPhone is fully waterproof now. You'll notice in the instructions that they'll say underwater you can still take photos and videos. The touchscreen doesn't work due to the dispersive nature of the water on the conductivity of your fingers, so the touchscreen won't work when you're underwater. But they have allowed you access to the volume control buttons here. The maximum volume control button here also operates your camera. So you can take photos, you can go to video, you can start your video, stop your video. So it's pretty good thing to know. When you're in the bush, if you're going for a quick snorkel, you can use that to your advantage. Now everything else, the volume control, maximum and minimum volume control work fine. Obviously your start button works fine, your on and off button at the top works fine. So they've given you virtually every function of the iPhone bar the mute switch, which obviously you don't use very often. They've also given you a carabiner and a lanyard, and there's a lanyard attachment point there, so you can just hook your lanyard up, hook it in there, and virtually you can use this to hook it on anything, trees, in your tent, whatever you like. In a moment I'll take this outside and I'll just film the solar panel working, because it's quite interesting. I'm outside now with my iPhone filming the case.
you can see the LED, the fourth LED light is flashing now. It's an overcast day, there's not much sun, and I'm under a veranda, and she's still charging up nicely. So that's giving you 5 to 10 minutes of talk time for every hour out in the sun.
All in all, it's an adventurer case. If you're a camper or anyone that goes away from power source for any amount of time, this case is really necessary. It's fantastic. Okay, thank you very much. That's Mr. Waterproof iPhone case giving you a review on the SLXtreme 5 for the iPhone 5 and 5S case. Thank you. Speak soon.